Hello and welcome back to Valheim, and this is another testing video where we are going to see sort of like how high can you build walls and still be fully covered by roof and have as much wall as possible. And we are going to test that with and without support and experiment with some different kind of support. Now this area looks a bit crowded, so let's take and go somewhere else, and I think going this way. This away. Where we built this lovely shed. And yeah, well, let's do some testing. It's going to be fairly simple. It might go really quickly, but it might also take a bit of time. I'm not sure. The point with this is I don't know, so we're testing. And yeah, I have always sort of wondered like how tall can you actually build something and still have it be fully roofed without having a massive amount of shenanigans going on with structural integrity where you're cheating or doing something weird or like that. Now I'm going to just make sure I do a short wall, and what I will do then as well is do this, do another one, and do a bit of testing like this. Now I haven't, it was a long time ago since I did the last stuff, so I don't remember all of the things that I actually came across and the information I determined, but whatever, we'll see. We will see what happens. And mostly it's just testing to see sort of what happens when you build. And this is usually what a like a roof can look like when you build, like 2 walls up and then straight across as much as possible. Okay, so we can't build more. And here's the thing. I can't do this because it breaks. And so what I would need to do is one way or another try to gauge where the other side would be and build up from there. Now the easiest way of doing this would of course be to do this, go across, and that's 4, so 1 2 3 4, and I don't really care that walls and stuff isn't exactly lined up. But that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, and 3. And this way you would get the easiest way of measuring out and actually making it connect. Now, one thing that I am slightly curious about is, okay, what if you went, because now the house is basically even numbered. What if you went and did an uneven number? Like that. Pick this up. And one more wall up. Just so the support is consistent. So we have this here. The only way of connecting would be this. But that doesn't work because structural integrity doesn't allow this to connect. Right. Now, what could work is building up the wall here and like all the way up like this. Which then like that allow you to connect. Like that. Because this makes structural integrity pass through straight down like that, which means this is actually held up by something. But if we continue this out like this, it doesn't extend. It can't extend enough. And as it is in this case, it's a bit too big. So what we would need to do is put in supports. Now, before we do that, what I want to see first is how this is any different. Because technically it should only be able to hold 3. And that is the case. I wonder. Let's do this. I technically don't need it to be 3, I just need it to be 1. Because if I remember correctly, it will count the same amount of blocks as up, not necessarily straight out for these. what that means is oops. Probably wasn't quick enough. Whatever. Don't think that's actually connecting to the ground. But yeah, what this would mean is that now I can only have one. No. Okay. Interesting. So even though I have extended it one up, I still have 2 pieces of roof. Okay. Okay. One more test. One more test. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 7. 8. And that is the limit. Okay, so Interesting. Interesting. So to have the absolute highest wall you can have, but still have a decent amount of like roof. Oops. There we go. The highest you can go is 5, because that allows you to have 2 pieces of roof before it needs extra support. Now, that isn't really that helpful when doing stuff, because usually you don't do this kind of stuff. It's more in line to do this, and this is a bit big. And yeah, let's test what can we do to help support this. Now, the best thing would be to do something like this. I don't think wooden poles would, like, yes, they would probably work a bit. Like, they wouldn't be completely useless. But I think using oh my god, the core wood log poles is a better option. Now, I also think the easiest way, because of snapping, is to snap it like this, like that, And I'm just doing this, have it go a bit quicker. You could manually do these if you wanted to. And yeah, you can do this as well. Which can help. But I think I want to see just from the ground, because that's from where structural integrity counts. There we go. There you are. And I couldn't place these before, but can I now? Yep, if I remove you, the middle one doesn't break. Okay, good to know. Good to know. And let's see. If I remove one of you, will that collapse everything? Or is it enough? It seems to be enough. Well, I'll be something. Damned. Or whatever. Could I, if we do something like this, nope, it breaks too quick. Never mind. But yeah, what I could do, if I remove this, what I could do is test. Because you technically don't want to do a lot of this. You just want to do enough of it to be helpful. Maybe this is enough. And it seems to be the case that it is. Yeah, it seems to be enough. So, yeah, this is something you really do need to experiment a bit yourself with when building, but it seems like some well-used supports. Doesn't have to be in the middle. But if, yeah, since I extend the green a lot further up, it means that the middle part won't just instantly break. To the point where this can be completely unsupported from the sides. Okay. If I remove you. It actually does a decent job of holding everything up. I was ready for the middle part here to start breaking, but apparently not. But that does break, because that is just ever so slightly too far away from this. So, yeah, it depends on how big you build. And like the roof shape. And with that in mind, I think I have one more thing I sort of need to test. And that is if there is any major difference between the two roof kinds with the slopes. I don't think so, but you never know. And let's bring that up to 3. Make sure it's snapped on properly and not like that. There we go. There this one is. I usually mix the two to make a bit more of an interesting kind of shape, but it doesn't really matter that much. Let's see. But that's as far as it goes, right? Yep. Okay, so that's 4. 1, 2. I think what I need to do is make sure the gap is actually slightly bigger there. That was a tad too close. 1, 2, 3 should be the limit. And if we place number 4, yep. So that is exactly the same. Now, I think what you can do is with what is it, 26 degrees sloped roof, you can make the walls 3 high and not have such a crazy amount of like headroom, because yeah, it does get a bit ridiculous if we compare, which is going to be the last thing we do, I feel. I'm looking forward to doing more Valheim. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It was some time ago since I played, so yep. I'm having a lot of fun. 2 and 3. But yeah, I think you can get away with a bit of a big house because it doesn't get as crazy tall. But it does mean you will need some support like so. No? Okay. Oh, the ground is actually not high enough for it to reach. That reaches? Barely, it seems. Oh, this is slightly finicky, but let's see. There we go. That should be good enough. And since we have extended that, no, not like that. Oh my god, that's sometimes the snapping doesn't want to play ball, but that was too far. And we have this. Oh, those were not actually placed correctly. There we go. Yeah, so you do need to, but you get a bit of a flatter house. It doesn't look as pointy and tall, despite the walls being higher. So the building indoors is actually going to be more spacious, but from the outside it's not going to look as big and pointy. But you do need to put quite a few supports, and I think let's remove this quickly. Because I want to test one last thing yet again, which is if I bring this out, when does the next support have to come? Like, how often do I need to put down these supports? Probably every third one, I think. Now, this is not a house I would build in Valheim, but it's a good, simple testing ground. Yeah, there it starts breaking. 1, 2, 3. Which means I need to put down this here. So it needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4 in between for it to properly support. Which isn't too bad, actually. Could have been, for a building this size, you could have needed a lot more, so I'm not going to complain. I think that's actually, yeah, that's actually not bad. And building something like this, you have a lot of wall room, you have a lot of floor room, and if you wanted to, you could even put in like another floor level. But this needs to end here because I don't have anything else to test, and the episode is like, the video is quite long. But yeah, this has been how high you can build. We have tested how high you can build walls, and how far out, like how much roof can you actually put on those walls and have everything working. Without supports, you're looking at a fairly small building, but with very few supports, actually, you can get a really large building. And yeah, like one of these buildings, if you fill it out a bit more, build it completely, you're probably never going to need another building. So we, I think, are going to end it here. And my plan is to do a bit of more like these kinds of experimental testing builds and so on. I'm working on like figuring out how I want to do more of a gameplay series. And there are a few grindy aspects of the game which I'm wondering how I'm going to do it. So I'm not sure when such a series will come around and be on the channel, but well, we'll see. I'm not sure, but I suspect I will come back to Valheim at least to test some more of these kind of things. So, like the video, if it was helpful, interesting, fun, all of that, or none of it, like the video or dislike, up to you. And I will see you next time, or in another one, or something. Anyway, thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.